Hi guys, I'm Sujata
I'm Taniya.
and this is our official first video on YouTube.
Yay, I'm so excited!
Yeah, finally we are on YouTube. I love watching videos on YouTube, so we thought why not share our journey, probably things that you would like to see. And
Also, I enjoy watching so many people and their lives and a lot of things, and people writing comments, that I want to see this, and people actually go ahead and do that,
Yeah.
and that's so amazing to connect with people, with you guys.
Yeah, and also today we are wearing something from our new collection. This is Girl of the Alps. What I'm wearing is called Jane, and this blouse is new. So this is you won't find it yet, but then it'll come soon. It's from the collection which is called Vichitra. This one is Jane, and what she's wearing is
I'm
also
wearing Lilo,
yeah.
and this is maroon curls, and from this collection, this is my favorite, and this is
my
hers.
favorite. Yeah. So I will open it with this.
So go to the website www.suta.in and then go to the collection named Girl of the Alps, and you can see all these sarees.
Okay, so now we would love to answer a few questions which we have been asked many times. So we'll try to answer the most asked questions, and probably if you have more questions, you can write down in the comment below, and we'll love to answer all of them.
Okay, so the first question is, when did you guys think Suta started making a difference?
Yeah, and this is a very good question, and this is why we started Suta, to
The reason why we quit.
Yeah, to see and know that we are making a difference.
So the reason, very very strong reason or the pull first of all was that when we were working, we didn't know where all or who all are we affecting the lives. And when we started Suta, we knew like now we have 1400 plus weavers and craftsmen from across India, and we're super happy because apart from customers' life which we have touched through making saris, the lives of weavers who love working on their own field, they were not able to do it because they were not getting so much work, and that was very saddening. And we are happy that we are giving them a permanent work source, and then they are not leaving their job and going ahead and becoming some driver or mechanic or something which they thought probably paid them more, whereas they actually love weaving, and that's the reason when we started.
That's one big reason, and the other one is we are making a difference in your cupboards. So the people who have a section in cupboards, a
The
big
Suta
section, Suta section, which is filled with Suta saris, and a lot of young crowd have started wearing these light, breathable saris.
Yeah,
And
since they're so light, so that's the reason we started, because we didn't find saris which we wanted, and we loved the fact that these saris.
yeah, so when we were in the corporates, we both worked as she was a she was in the brand building team.
Yeah.
I was in the consulting team for a long time.
Yeah,
and
then I moved to strategy, but then we could wear saris as a formal attire, but we didn't find saris which were so light and corporate wear.
And from my mom's cupboards, I did not enjoy wearing it much because they were heavy probably, and they were starched saris. And so we wanted to go away from it, from the traditional norms, and go back to the olden days where my grandmoms used to wear the lightest and softest cotton.
And do anything
And,
possible in the world. So
yeah.
run around, do work.
Run
cook.
around, go to pubs, dance around.
Now we do that. Not the nanny used to go to pub, but then So,
Yeah.
So that's the reason why we started Suta, and that's why I thought we'll impact lives and from both either side of the world.
So the second question is, what were your stepping stones to success?
Okay. So we'll keep this one really crisp because they are actually, we'll talk about the most important things you should be focusing on if you're an entrepreneur and you're watching this. Most important thing is hire right. Always look at resources who would take your burden away or do things much better than you could have done. Because sometimes we think that I do this the best and I can't let it go from me, and I would do everything in the world because I love packing, so I love packing very neatly, but doesn't mean that I keep packing right. So had to make sure that it goes away. Hire right. Most important, hire the right resources at the right time. If you are good in marketing, still you have to let it go because there could be somebody else who could do your work much better and you can focus on something else.
And the next one is be frugal in a couple of things. For example, if you know that your working capital is right and you have the money in the accounts, don't go and invest in something very stupid like let's do billboard ads because it's fancy. Let's invest in a nice big office because it's fancy. So cut down on all these expenses. So if you're a bootstrap company, also if you're funded, cut down on those expenses. It'll help in the longer run.
Yeah, but then probably milestones, we could also talk about things like for us, when we moved to Shopify, it was one of the biggest milestones for us. Shopify made the entire e-commerce super easy for us from our side as well as for customers, and it's such a nice thing that the server issues are lesser. And I think invest in right technology is also as important as investing in right people. So.
Then I was talking about the expenses, cutting down expenses. Plus, she was talking about now Technology. The fourth one is the right vendors because they make lives easier. And
Yes.
invest in the right vendors.
Trust us
from the
when
beginning.
When Tanya found India Mart, she says that like my life is so super simple. Not that all our vendors are from India Mart, but most of them, life is so
Yeah.
much simpler because we are not from this business background. We had nobody to tell us where to get things from where. But then, if you don't know, go to India Mart and search.
Talk to a lot of people,
Yeah.
and that helps. So yeah.
Okay, so the next question is, what are those things that you wouldn't recommend to all budding entrepreneurs?
Wouldn't recommend. Okay. So one Tanya just mentioned, do not overspend, be frugal. So that's first, because when you either you get investment or let's say you're really doing well, which is touch wood, which is so good, make sure you do not splurge or you do not go out. Just spread your legs. चादर जितनी है उतना पाँव फैलाओ.
I think that's a very good saying.
Yeah,
and
so don't spread your leg beyond the chadar it is. Otherwise, you suddenly will not realize that your fund has leaked, and you will not realize. In the end, you have to just shut your business. So make sure you don't do that.
And there are a lot of examples you can see. Google that why they shut, and this is the major reason that the expenses were really wrong.
Yeah.
The second one is
what you should not do. What you should not do is keep thinking that you are the best and you keep doing it. So again, we're coming back to the same point. But trust me, you have to let go of things. Outsource, hire, give it away. Make it modules and divide the work because you can't do it alone.
There's a very nice example from a chef I know. She was saying that the pastry, the decor of the cake that she used to do at the end, she used to do the best. Strawberries has to be cut like this and be laid like that. And the helper, who was her assistant, she was not doing it right. So she thought that, chalo tum hat jao, main karti hu. You can't do that. So she realized it a little longer in a later time that I should have just taught her. It would have taken at least 5 months, but that was the right thing to do.
So basically, we're not here to give you business gyan. So probably you should be best in what you have started doing. You're very passionate about what you're doing. We're trying to give you certain things which are day to day you might miss out, and we wanted to point up in those aspects which might be so simple to just not look at, and then you will land in chaos and you will not realize.
Another point is that if you are thinking of being an entrepreneur, if a lot of people say that मुझे ना कुछ करना है, they still don't know what it is, but they just want to do it because it's a kind of a trend that's happening because of e-commerce. It's easier for you to
Sorry.
It's easier for us to reach out to a larger audience, but you should not just jump into it because you think that it's the best thing to do right now.
And everyone's doing well, let's do it. But you don't do it. If you really like something or you are good at it, then jump into it. Yeah. You can try, you must try, but then don't.
If you're really passionate towards it, go ahead. You will definitely win. But
do it frugally. Like do it light, be asset light and do it.
Okay. So the next question is, how was your first hiring like? What were your initial thoughts while hiring?
Very interesting. Our first hire is Jaya, and we have spoken about it n number of times in n number of places and n number of platforms. She is the best we could have hired, and that time she is the multitasker we've ever seen. She would pack, to do the accounts, to do meeting people, to take care of the office, manage everything, and broom as well. So she is Jaya, and she's now. Even now I say she's the best employee. And when we were hiring, the entire only thing in our mind is the person should be like us. Not skill-wise, but passion-wise. They should So our vision should align. So if I'm looking at my company, that company should come here, the person should also have so much of passion to imagine that, oh yeah, I can take the company here by doing whatever I
Yeah,
have.
you should.
Whatever max skills that I have, I will make sure I give my best to.
So you have to have an open mind. So we thought that the person should have an open mind. Plus, the person should see that I want to stay here forever. So we wanted to hire that kind of a person initially. So I think we have a lot of people here in the company who want to live here or work here till they want to work in their lives.
Yeah.
So
that's the beauty of it. I mean, it's a bit touched wood.
so initially when we hired, we wanted to hire those kind of people.
Initially, we always hire those kind of people who would stick forever.
Yeah, you can say that.
Yeah.
But initially, when we were charting down the points, these were the main 2 points. Yeah.
Okay, so next one is interesting. When did you draw your first salary?
Okay. Yeah, so a lot of questions. Lot of friends have been asked this question. Have you ever taken money? I have seen entrepreneurs who just keep giving, and then they're saying, I have nothing left.
अब नहीं हो पाएगा वो.
अब नहीं हो पाएगा. I burned myself out because people don't think about their own lives. When me and Tanya started, so 2016 is when we started Suta officially. We made sure 2016 April end we took our first salary. We took 20,000 each.
So
we started working 2014.
Yeah, but you have to tell that we started Suta unofficially to test the grounds, test the
we did
waters.
that.
From 2014 to 2016, when we were in the corporates, we worked on Saturday, Sundays to see
to test the waters.
If this is gonna go right or not. So from 2016, when we quit and when we started, we drew a salary.
So I'll tell you the logic. The logic is you are yourself also a resource. So if you're hiring somebody, let's say you're paying them 20,000 salary. Don't think that your worth is 1 lakh or 2 lakhs of earning in corporate or whatever your worth is, 50,000 maybe, let's say my worth is 50,000. Don't think that I'll start taking 50,000, but take as much so that you can sustain yourself. Don't kill yourself. So what happened is me and Tanya started drawing salary from day one so that we don't have to ask from our parents or our husbands to give us money.
Yeah, that was a big concern for us.
Big thing. And I think all entrepreneurs or whoever's doing any sort of a job, make sure you never push yourself to that point that you feel drained out and you feel नहीं हो रहा है because तुमने अपने आप को time नहीं दिया. Probably तुमने ये सोचा ही नहीं कि तुम्हें salary draw करना चाहिए. Make sure you take something. Don't call it salary. Call it something else. Call it withdrawals. Take it for your own sustainability. So you have to sustain yourself to make sure you run a big company or run a dream company of yours. You have to take money.
So that is what we wanted initially. Nobody told us these points, but when we wanted to start, we thought that if we can't draw salary, probably we can't hire someone. Probably we can't pay them also. So let's not start them. So that is
the moment we figured we can start drawing salary is the day when we figured that this is when we can quit.
Over a cup of tea, we just quit.
Over a cup of tea, yes.
Okay, so the last question is, did you guys have an office before you started selling?
No. 2014 is
like we said, we were very frugal, super frugal we said. So we started from our house. Sujata had a 1 BHK, and when I came to Mumbai also, I also started staying together.
I got married, my husband got married. Tanya shifted finished her campus life and she came to Bombay. And then 2014 is when we started and everything was in the house. We initially had a cupboard, then the cupboard became another cupboard, then the cupboard became Siddharth's cupboard also we took in. So everything was a mess, and in the end, there was a point when I'm literally not joking, that my living room and the half of the section was just our clothes kept, and Siddharth would literally jump and reach the final, like the bed, and when the TV was there. So then Siddharth one day looked at me and was like, you guys need something like a place of yourself. You can't live. We three can't live like this. It's too much.
So we wanted to see how much we can use our own space and then move out.
Staying frugal is what worked for us. Trust me.
If we actually, because Mumbai, we are in Mumbai, and if you want to rent out a space, you'll burn out a lot of money. So again, when we took our first office, it was in a very invisible
It
lane.
was a masjid gully, I remember. It was like a garage with a shutter there.
Yeah.
Jaya used to sleep inside, put the shutter down and sleep because there was no work some days. So those are the days. And
We took a very tiny space,
very
I think
tiny. It was
180 square feet.
180 square feet carpet area.
We started there.
Yeah.
And you should visit our office, which is in
No,
Kalina.
yes, in Kalina. It's such a beautiful space. I love this office.
You can find us on GPS and visit us in
Yeah,
the
on
office and
Google,
store
yeah.
here. We have a bigger space, much bigger space than before.
Yeah. So we had our office in 2016 when we started, when we quit, and then we took the office in May. May is when we took that office. I remember the rent was 14,000 rupees.
Yeah, 14,000
rupees.
rent.
That was the rent that time. Yeah, and we stayed there for a year and then moved to another office. And then from there we came here. So this is third and a half, 3.5, fourth year almost. Going to be four years in April.
So visit us in this office of ours.
And
we'll
visit our
take you
page,
around.
subscribe, like, share, do whatever. But write if you liked it. If you didn't like, tell us what you didn't like. Probably we'll change it in the next thing. Even if you don't follow, just give your comments.
And also tell us if you want to listen to something else or watch us drape sarees or anything that is coming to your
we
mind.
have gotten that request as well. Probably we'll do a video next on different ways of draping sarees, which we like personally, and which is like a 2-minute thingy, not like painless, pinless draping styles. Yay, we'll do that. Probably okay, fine. So much love to you guys.
Yeah.
Thanks
And
for
Happy
watching
New
this.
Year, guys.
And Happy New Year. Bye bye.
Don't forget to subscribe.
And yes, don't forget to subscribe.